Welcome to this short overview of a wonderful picture dictionary, which is a series of picture dictionaries published by ELI Publishing for different languages. And this one is the ELI Illustrated Dictionary for English, which is for A2 to B2 learners, elementary to upper, intermediate, maybe sort of 12 years upwards, a secondary resource, or even for adults. You can use these pictures and images with adults too. 2,000 words approximately, and 35 topic-based units across double-page spreads in the book with dialogues and extra vocabulary and idioms for each topic. The index, of course, will give you a chance to see an overview of the topics available, and you can pause this and check them out and see when you're using a picture dictionary how these are going to fit with your course books, because we don't really need to use the picture dictionary in isolation. That could be a bit boring, but we need to use these images and pages as creatively as we can to introduce language vocabulary, to maybe revise it or be creative, maybe even create some games. And in the digital resource we can do that. Here, for example, you see a typical double page spread on the city. Here's something from the school. You see a setting or a scene all the time with these separate objects labeled, and great for making little flashcards even, or hiding the words and seeing if students know the words. Maybe picking some and seeing if they can put the objects in alphabetical order. There's all sorts of things you can do with the resource, especially when you have access to the digital version, which we can look at in a moment. Here we have the farm, all the animals there. And this is very typical of the dictionary. And when you look at something like the restaurant here, every double page spread like this is always followed by a page like this. There is always a dialogue, so the students can actually see and listen to a dialogue in the context of the topic. There's also a collection of idioms related to the topic. There's some nice ones there to do with eating. Really nice everyday language there, and some further detail on the topic vocabulary. At the end of the book, you can see all the idioms as an index by theme. And in your digital book, this is always available when you buy a printed copy. There's a unique code in the book, and if it's not there, you can always ask your bookseller or ELI for the code. And then you go and search onto the BSmart platform to find your book. You can see here there are other languages: Italian, Spanish, French and German. And when you go into the book, you also have a chance to add your own media, and the students can do it too, whether it's recordings, images, PowerPoints, or links and PDFs. So here's a quick demo of the digital version of the book. You go into the BSmart platform, and then you look at the search area, and you put in the title of your ELI book. And we can scroll right and left through the cover and index and pages of the book. There you can see the index coming up, and there are the double page spreads. Okay, in the left bottom corner you can go and find the contents page directly, or you can scroll through the different topics and find the one that you need. Maybe you can use this on the interactive whiteboard as well. There you go. You can also make annotations and comments. Let's use different colors, maybe circle some of these items. The students could do this too. If you're working online, you can still do this. We can remove those annotations, of course. That's always important. Or we could close that down and simply zoom in and out of the pages. Or we could see separately the resources that go with this, either the audio or some of the interactive games. Or we can click and hear the vocabulary,
cocktail,
pronunciation,
bread basket.
And on the next page, as I say, there's always dialogue, idioms, and more vocabulary. I could click on the tick, and then I can go to some interactive exercises. Just a few quick examples there. I could click and see all the answers if I want. It's just a self-study tool. It doesn't keep track of your progress. And if I click on the microphone icon, I can have the listening script.
Can I bring you anything else?
And listen to the dialogue.
Dessert? Coffee? Just the bill, please.
I can hide the text, which makes it more difficult.
Still water and white wine to drink, is that right? Right, but the wine was terrible.
And I can hide
I'm sorry.
one of the characters,
I
or
hoped the
both.
head waiter had given you good advice.
When I hide a character, that can be a role play for someone to do the speaking for that character.
I'm so sorry. I can take a little off the bill for you, okay?
Thank you, that's very kind.
Then you ordered a dish of spaghetti.
So that's a quick overview of how the digital book would work. The other wonderful technological component to go with this resource and other resources from the ELI catalogue is ELI Link, which is an application, an app you can get on the App Store for iPhone or Google Play for Android, and you simply download the app, you search for the ELI title you want, and when you take a picture, you use the camera, on any page it plays the audio for you. So it's a great way to have the students look at the vocabulary on their phone and practice listening to the pronunciation. Other titles in the series for different languages are Italian, French, German and Spanish, and everything can be checked out at the website elionline.com, including searching under dictionaries or pictures and seeing what else is available, because there are other dictionaries for the younger learners too. So that's ELI Illustrated Dictionary for English, and everything is available for you to check out, including sample pages at elionline.com.